Welcome to WPI VISION here at SMT AI. I'm delighted to be joined by Steve Dunn. Nice to see you, Steve.
Nice to see you as well. Thank you.
Okay, so this is the first time actually we've interviewed someone from WPI.
Yes.
So for the sake of our viewers, give us a very quick overview of who WPI is.
Yeah, a 50-year-old life science company that sells to laboratories and universities and private areas.
Okay, all right. And from that you've developed the vision component. So,
That's correct.
So what's the story behind this unit we're looking at now?
Yeah, absolutely. So the engineers at WPI, having no optical experience, set out to design a microscope so they could look at a very small fish being dissected, and they came up with this, breaking all the norms. Wow. So they took a stereo-optical microscope, which has been around for eons, and they digitized it.
Wow.
They did it in such a way that they'd taken all of the work out of using the microscope and put it on a computer. It's completely automated.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
That's like, it's kind of similar to the new rear view mirror you get in an Escalade, which is actually a video rather than
That's right.
than looking in a mirror.
Yeah,
You know?
it's the way of the West. It's
Yeah.
all going that way. But that's what we've done. And when we did that, it allowed us to make it a simpler tool to use. And we have this ability now to change the working distance, so we can work underneath it and we can actually return results.
Return results. Okay.
Yeah.
So what sort of other benefits is it brought to being able to use it for the operator?
Yeah. So the first piece that I point out, it's completely ergonomic. So someone my size or someone that's much smaller, we can set this up so they're always in a very comfortable position, which lets them use it longer and
Right.
create higher quality results.
Right.
And that's one of the returns on that investment. One of the other is that I'm not having to readjust. Once it's set up, the system now tracks everything for that user, and so they're not having to do any adjustments. They're just turning a knob. So
Right.
they can actually increase magnification through a zoom system incrementally without ever having to refocus it, which is unique in microscopy.
Right. That's amazing. So, I mean, and the thing with microscopes is, of course, is you need to spend a lot of time setting these things up.
That's
The
correct.
setup time on this is relatively
3 to
short.
5 minutes.
Really?
Yeah, and training so far is typically under 10 minutes because there isn't a whole lot to train. There's an onboard menu,
Yeah.
and then also a help section on that.
Okay.
But you're just setting up what is comfortable for them, and then once that's done, you're set and ready to go to work.
Okay. So, what about the user experience? I mean, because sometimes there's a lot of eye strain and that sort of stuff when you're
Yeah.
using a microscope.
Thanks.
How does that compare?
So right now, that's becoming a fairly sizable safety concern, at least here in the United States. And we're finding that optics has a longevity of about 3 hours.
Right.
And we remove the optics. You're using a VR headset styled system, and so we don't have any limitations on that, and we also aren't experiencing any eye fatigue.
Really?
So
But, I mean, VR, some people say... you
Virtual
can-
reality.
Yeah, I know, but some people say you can wear one of these headsets for about 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And then you get
Just
disorientated.
That's right.
So,
So it's based on that technology. It's
Right.
not actually the VR set. So what
Right.
we've done is we've created actually a movie experience with optics. And so it's a very comfortable way of viewing a microscopic image.
right, okay. And the quality of the image, is that seems to be sharper because of the way you've
Yeah, so we are actually capturing the image through 8 megapixels, and then we're rendering it here. If you wanted to capture an image to the SD card, removable SD card, that would capture at 8 megapixels.
Really?
Yeah. So we've maximized as much resolution as we can for this kind of a product.
Yeah. And that's another great thing then. So, I mean, you're actually capturing everything the operator's doing on an SD card, so you've got full traceability.
That's correct. If it's warranted, certain industries and certain companies want to make sure that it's also very safe. So it's not connecting via Wi-Fi, it's not connecting via Bluetooth. It's a very controlled way of collecting information.
Right. Excellent. Great. Well,
Okay.
it certainly looks a very interesting piece of equipment. It's
Thank you.
very ergonomically
Thank you.
made.
Yeah, it's slick.
And
I like it a lot.
yeah, I want to thank you for showing it to us today.
Well, thank you so much for the time. I appreciate your visit.
Thank you.
Nordson Electronic Solutions. Everything you need for precision automated fluid dispensing, conformal coating, plasma surface treatment, and selective soldering. Our passion is helping customers take their processes further, faster, with best-in-class technologies, dedicated global sales and support teams, and unmatched applications expertise. From the names you respect, Asamtech fluid dispensing and conformal coating, March plasma treatment, and Select for selective soldering, We offer years of experience in advanced technology solutions for electronics manufacturing. Take your electronics assembly process further, faster.